guys. So, I'm going to talk to you today about the digestive blend, which in Canada is called ZenGest. You probably know of it as DigestZen, but we had to change the name when it came to Canada. So, up here we call it ZenGest. So, again, this is another blend that doTERRA makes, and it has a couple different oils in it. I'm going to read them out because I usually forget them and I don't want to leave any of them out. So, it has ginger root, peppermint plant, caraway seed, coriander seed, anise seed, tarragon plant, and fennel seed in it. So, it has a couple different things in it. And this is actually one of the fastest acting blends that doTERRA has. It works in your body in just a couple of minutes. So I've seen this oil work really quickly for my kids, especially. Both of my kids were born with pretty bad acid reflux, unfortunately. And when my oldest child was born, I wasn't using essential oils yet, and I really hadn't started educating myself about natural solutions for health. And so, unfortunately, we had to use prescription medication for her, and that controlled her acid reflux, but it really didn't help get at the root cause. But when my second child was born, I had started using essential oils a few months before, and I had done a lot of reading on the subject since my daughter had been born. So I was more aware of different things that we could try to use to support my son's digestive system. So, with the support of his pediatrician, I was able to use this digestive blend for him. And I think the most profound moment I had using this oil was with my son when he was actually only a couple of weeks old. And he had just eaten and his reflux was kicking in. And I remember laying him on the bed and I was just feeling like so overwhelmed. Like as a parent, it's so hard to see your kids hurting and in pain. And he was just, laying on his back, knees up to his chest, like just screaming, like purple in the face because of this reflux pain. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, I have this oil and I've gotten the okay to use it. And so I grabbed it and I remember, I had my liquid coconut oil. I grabbed it and poured a little bit in my hand and the DigestZen, just a couple drops, and I rubbed it together in my hands and I just started gently just kind of rubbing it into his tummy. And guys, I kid you not, in not even 2 minutes, he had completely relaxed. He had stopped crying and he was just a different baby. It was like he'd gone from a complete screaming gas fit to relaxed, laying there, completely calm. And it was probably a gas smile, but he smiled at me. And I just thought, oh, wow, like it was so fast and it was such a profound change in his behavior. And ever since then, I always have this oil with me. So I have it, it comes in the bottle form as just the pure essential oil blend. But I also have it all over my house, in my purse, in my desk drawer, in the kids' diaper bag, in the roll-on form. So that's pre-diluted with coconut oil. And we're really careful about what our kids eat. But if we ever goof and accidentally give my son something that I know triggers his reflux, and we just have a forgetful parenting moment and accidentally give him something that is actually a reflux trigger, if he starts having a reflux attack, I grab that oil and I roll it on his stomach and up his esophagus, and it is mere minutes before he is feeling better, and he'll say, "Okay, Mama, I go night-night now." And he's fine. So I love this oil. You can use it internally. You can use it topically. And it's not really something you would diffuse. That's not how you get the best benefit of the oil. You could diffuse it if you like the smell. I personally never would do that because I don't like the smell. It really smells licoricey. I'm not a fan of licorice. So mostly this oil is best for topical and internal use. So if you're going to use it internally, you can get empty veggie capsules and put 1 or 2 drops of ZenGest into the veggie capsule, and you can take it internally. If you're not someone who's comfortable or able to swallow pills, I know a lot of people who just put a drop in their water and they just drink it. I have a close relative who has struggled with severe reflux for a number of years, and he was on really high dose prescription medications for acid reflux, and it impacted the foods he was able to eat, it impacted the way he could sleep, and it really caused him a lot of discomfort. And after he was introduced to this oil, he was able to actually, again, with the help of his pharmacist, they worked together, and he was able to wean himself off of that prescription medication. And he now just uses this oil in water morning and night, and he's good. He can enjoy foods again that he wasn't able to before, like pizza or ice cream or things like that. So it is really amazing. Again, if you don't like the flavor, but you want to take it internally, doTERRA also does sell pills. They're like calcium tablets, and it's called ZenGest Tab. So it has calcium in it, and it also has the digestive blend in it. And you can take those as well to get the internal benefits. And the awesome thing about the blend is that it's not just calming the irritation, but it actually helps to alkalize things in your stomach to get at the root cause of the acid reflux in your body to work preventatively as well. So it is really effective, and I don't travel anywhere without this blend because it is amazing. The cool thing about it is that whether your body, if you're having some kind of digestive issue, whether it is that things are moving too fast or things are moving too slowly, or you've got gas or you're bloated or you have food sensitivities, whatever the issue is, this oil will support your body. So if my kids are sick and they have diarrhea, I roll digestin on their stomachs topically, and it slows things down so they don't have diarrhea anymore. If they've eaten too much, too many foods that are not full of fiber and good things like that, and they're constipated, I can again use this oil topically, and it will get things moving. So it does whatever needs to happen. I've used it if I'm bloated or if I'm gassy, or if I've just eaten a big meal and I know that I'm probably going to pay for it later. I just roll it on my stomach and I'm good to go. So it is an amazing oil. You can use it for so many different things. Actually, a cool little trick that I learned recently, and I've tried it out once and I really did find it helped, is because the blend has some really cleansing and clearing properties. If you ever get a sinus cold and your sinuses are really congested and you've got that pressure in your face that just feels terrible, you can actually use this blend. I just kind of roll it along here. Don't get it too high up because it will creep up towards your eye. But if you kind of roll it along here or on your temples, it actually is really clearing for sinuses if you've got some kind of a sinus infection going on. So just a little hack that you can use the oil for. But anyway, it is an awesome blend. Definitely a staple if you have any kind of chronic digestive issues, if you have young kids, if you travel a lot. This is the oil that you want to have in your house. So let me know if you have any questions about it.